Okay, go ahead.
Okay, and was the one before, were they dividing both of those, or were they multiplying?
Just do what you see there. So I want to make sure that you can follow the steps. So the first thing that I want you to do is to do this part. Rewrite that so that they're side by side.
Okay, so it's B. No, okay, never mind. It's going to be C over B.
Okay, I'm gonna make this easy for you. So erase that. I'll erase it for you because you don't know how to use this website, and I can do it quick.
I don't know why I'm confused.
Okay, you see what's on the top there?
Yeah.
Draw a line where the division sign should be. Which one of those things is an actual division sign?
This one. Are you talking about the fraction?
Yeah, that's the division sign. So what I want you to do is I want you to write it side by side. So don't change any.
Okay. It's like this.
Right.
Okay.
That's the first part. So put that in parentheses.
Okay.
Now you're going to rewrite this division symbol. Right? So write that. And then I want you to make another parentheses. Underline where the division sign is in the other one.
So do the same thing?
Yep. Nope, that's not the division sign.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Okay. Now the next thing that you're going to do is do each one of the parentheses first.
Okay.
So how can you simplify the first set of parentheses?
I can multiply by the reciprocal.
Right.
Okay, so it would be B over C times 1 over A.
And then put it all in one fraction.
So it would be BA over C.
Okay, so you said this is B over C times 1 over A.
Right.
How do you simplify that?
Oh, so it would be B and then CA.
Right.
Okay, so this one's B. CA.
Okay, so you have that, right?
Okay, and then
now
this.
Do the other one.
And then this is going to be okay.
Okay, now deal with this division symbol. What are you supposed to do to that thing?
Oh, I'm supposed to do the reciprocal of that?
Right, and multiply.
Okay, so then it would become BC over A. And then like cross stuff out. So then this could be crossed out. The C's.
The C's can be crossed out.
Okay. And then let me like make that go away, or I'm gonna keep looking at it. Okay, and then that's all. So it would be B squared and A squared. B squared over A squared.
Say it again.
B squared over A squared.
That's correct.
Okay.
So my suggestion to you is to do stuff in pieces, just like I just did. Right?
Yes.
Okay, let's look at the next question. I have no idea what it is. So. Okay. We didn't do a whole lot of fraction stuff, did we?
No.
Okay.
I feel like I never learned any of this. Like, I don't know why.
I am going to add a playlist to your or add a video to your playlist on fractions, because I actually show how fractions work. And I don't want you to feel bad, because a lot of high school kids don't do fractions because they had calculators. That's the whole thing, right? We just talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So let me show you this. So this is u plus 7 over 7 plus u minus 7 over 7. Is that the right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. You cannot combine fractions together unless the bottom number
It's the same, right?
is the same. So that bottom number is the same as that bottom number, right?
Yeah.
So when I'm writing the equal sign, I only write that number once. That number
Right.
doesn't change.
Right.
So now I could just ignore the bottom
Right.
and just deal with the math on the top. So I have this u and I have that u.
Okay.
How many u's are there?
2. So would it be like 2u or u squared? Okay,
It's
u2.
2u, because that's what you
2u.
have, right? When you count that, how many u's do you see?
2.
So that's 2u.
Okay.
I've got a plus 7 and I've got a minus 7. What happens to those two things?
They cancel each other out.
So what's the answer?
2u over 7.
That's it.
I don't understand. Like when I do it with you, it's so much easier.
Now, they didn't even combine it together, but you see how that's 2u over 7, right? The actual answer, right?
Yeah, let me go. Next question. Yeah. Wait, see, that's what confused me. Then why is it u minus u?
Well, look at the scribbler, right? It's not u minus u. What symbol is in between the two u's?
O plus.
And when I cancel those things out, isn't that the same thing that they have written there? Don't they have a u written here and a u written there? They just didn't combine it together. They didn't do the extra step. Isn't that what the picture is? You got a big old 7 on the bottom, and then you got 2
Right.
with a plus sign. So that means the same thing.
Okay.
It's structural, so I guess they want you to rewrite it in a different way, and they might not actually solve the question.
That's so confusing.
So, since you are having an issue with this, we are going to go back to exit review. So I want you to exit the review.
Okay.
And then I want you to click on practice.
Okay.
And then I want you to I guess we need to find the structural one here. Okay, so I want you to click on find structure in expressions. Do you see that?
Yes.
Click on practice.
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
And we'll deal with that first question that you got wrong
Okay.
later after we do this.
Okay.
So consider the two functions, that one, and they want to know what they would be if you multiplied them together and add d squared to it.
And I wrote out, like, I went back to look at the videos and I wrote out, like, the 3 ones that you gave me.
Uh-huh.
And, like, I don't know, like, I always, like reference back to those, but I just can never, like, see how they, like, relate.
Okay. Well, let me show it to you this way. Okay. So I'm going to clear this. Tell me what PD looks like. Tell me the equation for that one.
PD is parentheses 8 plus D plus 8D squared, and then closing the parentheses.
Do I have that written right?
Let me see. 8 plus D, but yes.
Okay, and tell me what QD looks like.
It's parentheses 8 minus D plus 8D squared. Close it the parentheses. So they're the same thing, but the first symbol is just changed.
And then they're asking us for PD times QD.
Uh-huh. I think I have this written somewhere.
Plus D squared.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is one of our 4 that I showed you.
Right, and is it it's the second and, like, third one, right?
It's this one. I'm not sure which one I wrote, but
See, I didn't think it was that one.
do you want me to show it to you why it's that?
Yeah. Because I really don't think I learned any of this because I don't remember this. Like with you, I learned it, but like in like class, like I don't remember.
Okay, I'm going to rewrite this so it's clear because that looks like gobbledygook, so I'm going to delete that. And let me change the line. So QD is, nope, don't want to do that.
Well,
Oh, really? Okay. Of course, you want to send me an update when I'm doing this. So this is 8 minus D plus 8D squared. Okay, so what if I did this? What is the number inside parentheses?
8.
Okay, what is the number inside the red parentheses?
8D squared.
Isn't it this whole thing?
Yeah, I guess so.
Don't guess. Can you see it or can't you?
Yeah.
Okay, compare that to the Q one. Is it the exact same thing?
Yes.
So this is literally my Y. What is the thing that's outside of the red parentheses?
An 8.
What about on the other side?
An 8.
So that's literally my X. What sign is in between the two for PD?
A plus.
What
And then
sign?
the other one is negative.
Do you see it? Do you see it now?
Uh-huh.
So it's asking you to recognize patterns, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I multiply those two things together, because that's what it's asking me to do here, right? Then I need to write x squared minus y squared. So this is what I want you to do. X is equal to what number?
8.
So I'm going to write 8 squared there. Y is equal to what number?
D plus 8D squared.
So I'm going to write D plus 8D squared, and I have to square it.
Right.
What is this telling me to put in between the two of them?
What is what telling you?
You see where I put the red arrow over there?
Oh, let me see. I need to move over. Minus.
So guess what goes in between the two things that I just wrote?
Oh, minus.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then all of that is plus D squared. Now, do you see that as an answer? And we might have to do some other stuff to it.
Let me wait. No.
Okay. So I guess I'm going to have to square this thing. So, okay. So
Because it has like 4s in it and everything.
Huh?
It has like 4s in it in some of them, and
okay, well, just give me a second. Okay. So I am going to actually FOIL this thing. Okay.
Okay.
It's a perfect square, so this is another pattern that you have to know. This is not an easy question. So x plus y squared is equal to x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. Okay? So this is my x, and this whole thing is my y. And I'll put another color around it so you can actually see it. And I'll make it fatter. That's my y. This is not an easy question, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to follow this pattern. So this is going to give me d squared plus, I take the two things, multiply them together, and then multiply by 2. So this is 16 16
D, and then
d to the 4th.
wait. So why are we using this pattern now?
Because this whole thing is squared.
Okay. Okay.
I want to look to see if I can figure this out without having to do all of that work.
This one's confusing.
I didn't get another 8. No, I don't think there's an easy way for me to do this. Hold on, give me a second. Let me see if I can factor this thing so I don't have to do that.
Leo, come here. Oh, goodness. Leo.
I'm going to have to do it anyway. Okay. So I take x times y, which is d to the 3rd times 2. So this is d to the 3rd times 2, which is 16. And then I have to square it. So this is going to be plus d to the 4. And then that's minus 8 squared. And now if I factor that's 8d, so this is 64. So can I factor a negative 8 out? And that's not minus? I'm thinking that it is C. So I have a minus sign here. So when I factor that negative 8 squared, I'm going to get a negative. That's the only one that has a negative sign in it.
Wait, C?
A, I'm sorry. Eight squared minus 8d. I don't see where they got the minus 8d squared from.
I have no idea.
It's got to be A.
I just choose that one.
Minus d squared plus d squared. It's got to be A because I don't see how you're going to subtract that out. Because if I add d squared to this, that d squared is going to go away. Oh, plus d squared. Those two cancel. Oh, okay. Sorry. So you get 8 squared plus 16d plus 64d d to the 4, right? So it's d.
Okay. D. Why is this not working?
Okay, do you want me to prove that to you?
Not really, but I do a little. I don't know what's going on. Okay, but yeah, probably
Okay,
that's
so the thing that I have left, if you take 16 and you divide it by 2, what do you get?
He's making so much noise. What was that?
If you take 16 and divide it by 2, what do you get?
8.
8. So that's this term right here. This is squared, right? That's 8 squared.
Uh-huh.
What's the square root of 64?
8.
So that's this one. So it's just matching the exact same pattern as this one.
Okay.
And that's how you get x plus y squared. And your x is 1 and your y is y squared because this is to the 4th.
So did I have to do the? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you had to do all of that in order to get there. Yes.
Like the x minus y and the x plus y equals the x squared?
We had to do that part first. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
That's a level 2 question? That's crazy. That question
is hard.
That question is not easy. Let's go to the next one. Let's see what they do. Okay, this is more probably your speed. Okay. Let me write this one up. I am taping this good. Uh-oh.
Okay, so this is.
Can you read it off to me, please?
4 over x minus 3.
Okay, hold on one second. My scribbler, I hit the wrong button, so I got off the page. Okay.
Okay, 4 over x minus 3.
4 over x minus 3.
Uh-huh. Minus 5 over 2x plus 16.
5 over 2x plus 16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So whenever you're trying to combine two fractions together, I'm going to show it to you in regular numbers. Here's the easiest way to combine two fractions together. This is going to be on that fractions video that I'm going to give to you.
Okay.
You cross multiply.
Right.
You keep the same sign in the middle. So I'm going to write the top. The arrows go exactly the way that I have them drawn. So you have to do 5 times 2 first. What's 5 times 2?
Wait, but I thought we had to get a common denominator.
This is the fastest way to add two fractions together. I'm teaching you something new, something that's going to make your life a whole lot easier.
Okay.
Okay? So work with me. What's 5 times 2?
10.
This sign stays the exact same between the two numbers, and then you cross multiply the other direction. What's 3?
Is 9.
Which is 9. And then you just multiply straight across.
Okay.
What's 3 times 5?
Where do you 3 times 5 is 30? No, 15.
Do you see where I got the 3 times 5 from?
Yeah.
Because I'm just going to multiply the bottoms, right?
Uh-huh.
The number on the bottom stays exactly the same, just like with that 7 question. And then you do the math with the top. So what's 9? What's 10 minus
1?
So that would be your answer.
Okay. So
That's
you
the
got
pattern. You multiply the bottom to the top on both sides. You keep the same sign, and then you multiply the two bottoms together. You see that pattern?
Okay.
So with the question that we have, We're going to follow the exact same pattern.
Okay, so you're going to put the 4, you're going to multiply the 4 times the 2x plus 16.
The whole thing. So you put the 2x times 16 in parentheses. So I'll write
Okay.
it. Okay, what's the next step?
And then you're going to do the division sign.
Nope. Did I do
Right.
a division sign down here? That's why I left the pattern there. Follow the exact same pattern.
Okay, then you're going to do 5 times the x minus 3.
Okay, so I put 5 times x minus 3.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. And then you're going to do the x minus 3 times the 2x plus 16.
X minus 3 times 2x plus 16. You forgot one step. What are you missing? What am I missing?
Oh, the sign, so I have to put the minus sign.
Okay, now I don't know if they simplified that, but that would be the first step. And since it's a structural question, let's look to see what they have.
Okay.
Okay, so it looks like they multiplied all the stuff together. So let's do that.
Okay.
So, simplify this stuff. So we're going to do that times that.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me what you get.
Okay. Do you want me to do it on there, or can I do it on my paper?
You can do it on your paper, and then just tell me what you're writing, and then I'll just write it here.
Okay.
Because it's easier for me to write than it is you.
Okay. So I'm doing, let me write this, 4, and then parentheses, 2x plus 16. And then, okay. So it'd be 8x
Okay.
plus 64
Okay.
minus, and then what is it, 5? So it'd be 5x minus 15.
And then I have to carry the negative sign through.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going
Okay.
to rewrite this. So this is 8x plus 64 minus 5x
Okay.
plus 15.
Okay.
Okay, now simplify the top for me. Keep on doing the math.
Okay, so then it would be 64 plus 15, which is 64 plus 15 is 79. So that is 79. And then I can do 8 minus 5, which is 3x. So 3x minus 79.
Is it minus 79?
Yes. No. Yeah.
It's
Isn't
plus,
it?
right?
Oh, yeah. Plus.
Okay, now let's look at our answers and see if that's on the top of one of these.
Okay. Yes, it's C.
So did I even have to multiply the bottom?
No.
What do you notice about all the bottoms of each one of these things?
Though they're all the same.
So that's why I don't want to do any extra work. That's going to speed up your math process by not doing that.
Right, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay. So I multiply by this, and do that arrow, and then do that.
You're going to be using that pattern a lot when it comes to fractions because you're going to see it all over the SAT.
Okay.
And if you took it before and you didn't know that, that should help you out a lot.
I've never heard of that. Like, I don't... okay.
Could you imagine trying to find a common denominator between these two things?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I always get so stuck. Leo! I always get so stuck because it's just so confusing.
Does that
Like,
make sense to you,
we were never taught all these, like, little tricks. Like, we were just taught in doubt, like, just, like, graph it or something.
You were taught because they taught you to take a test. They didn't teach you
Right,
how.
exactly.
Okay. All right. Okay. You should be able to use the stuff that we talked about earlier to do this question. You're going to do
The reciprocal
both.
thing?
Huh?
The reciprocal thing?
The reciprocal thing, because you see that long line? What does that long
That's
line mean?
division. Okay. So I would do...
So you can write it on your paper there, and then I'll dictate. I'm going to write this question down.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready to start.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so what does this long line mean?
Division. Let me go over here.
So I want you to write that so it's all in one straight line without looking like a big fraction.
Okay, so it would be x over y plus x over y plus 1 divided by.
I'm going to put it in parentheses.
Okay, parentheses.
Because remember we did that last time, right? Did we put that in parentheses last time? Okay.
And then the x over y minus 1 in parentheses.
Okay, now before I can do anything, remember step 2 is to simplify the parentheses, right? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this step for you since it's new.
Okay.
I'm going to put that over 1, and I'm going to put that over 1.
Okay.
And then I want you to use the pattern to rewrite the fraction. The pattern we just did. Do you have it written down?
What pattern?
This one?
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then tell me what to write.
Okay, plus. So we're doing the first one first. So we're going to do x, just x. And then just y.
And then what goes in between?
Plus y.
And then what goes on the bottom?
Over y.
Good. Do the other parentheses.
Okay, so that's parentheses. And then it's going to be x minus y over y.
Okay, now deal with the division symbol.
Okay, so then it's going to be the reciprocal. So it's going to be x plus y over y times y over top of x minus y. So the x plus y and the x minus y cancel out.
They don't. Do you know why they don't cancel out? Are they exactly the same? Are they exactly the same?
I guess not.
Do you know why they're not exactly the same? Say it out loud. What is this? Read it out loud.
X plus y.
Is that the exact same words as this?
X minus y? No.
So are they exactly the same?
No.
What is the same?
The variables?
What's the exact?
Okay. So the y and y. So I can't cancel it out if it's okay. All right.
If it's not exactly the same, you cannot cancel it out. But if one part that's on the top is exactly the same as the part that's on the bottom, then you can. So is that true?
No. So I can only cancel out the y's.
So you can only cancel out the y's.
So it'd be x plus y over x minus y. Okay.
And what letter is that?
That is A. No, B. Yeah, B. Okay. X was Y.
So remember that if it's not exactly the same, then you can't cancel it. But if it is exactly the same, then you can.
Okay.
I feel like you trying to do this homework, you were at a supreme disadvantage because we didn't do fractions first. And
I think now that I have more stuff written down, I think I can start rolling the snowball.
Okay, so I'm going to let you do this one all by yourself. You select the right answer. You tell me which one to select. I'm not even going to help. You can just do it all there.
Okay.
And I'm going to start like putting your video back up. I'm going to stop this. Stop recording.
Okay.